What's up, CFO gang? It's your boy Jay Tuck. Cowboys up, and you're now tuned into the Cowboys fans only channel. So if you're new, do your boy a huge favor, comment, like, subscribe, somewhere down there, somewhere down there, somewhere down there. And be sure to turn that notification bell to stay updated with all Dallas Cowboys content. But if you're a return viewer, I appreciate all the support. I want to say welcome back, man, to the CFO gang. So for those who are seeing me for the first time, I got a lot of new people starting to subscribe to the channel. You know, JTuck151 on Twitter, definitely give me a follow. But also, you see right there, CowboysFansOnly.com, and use the code CFO gang to get your 10% off your merch, right? Because it's football season, it's Cowboys season. A lot of people are going to games. You're actually going out to sports bars to watch the game. Wherever you're watching these games, y'all, you gotta look good. You gotta stay fly. You gotta stay drip, man. So get your CFO gear. Because fellas, you never know who you're gonna run into out when you're out to these games, man. So definitely make sure you get your gear, man. So I appreciate all the support and all the purchases, all the donations, everything goes right back into this channel to uplift this platform and build more content, because that's what we're about, man. So I see everybody in the chat. Time to give a huge salute. I see my bro Koze in the house. What's up, C. Burleson in the house. Raymond's in the house. My girl Michelle's in the house. Uba's in the house. The Lunatics in the house. What's going on, bro? Mark Cantor in the house. Eagles fans. Big play, Slay, still in the house, but salute to you, bro. My guy Malcolm in the house. He said, let's go Cowboys Nation. Love the Dak Pressure, his privilege t-shirt. I got it from you last week. Hey, appreciate you, man. Salute to everyone who's still been purchasing the gear, man. My guy Joseph's in the house. Joe from Italy's in the house. Thanks for the share, my guy. What's up, Shane in the house? And what's up, Connie in the house, man? So we're gonna have some fun tonight. So, like I said in my video, if you haven't caught it yesterday, I know what we did Monday night was fun, y'all. We had a good time beating those Eagles. I was out there. I know a lot of you who watched the channel was out there. It was great, man. A great feeling for everyone who came up to me and said, yo, Tuck, CFO gang, we're in the building. Shook my hand. My guy, Mike Tag, the hype man, was in the building. So it was a real fun time to get out there to meet not only the viewers, but also meet some of the content creators and people who I work with and talk to and interact with on a daily basis. And I cannot look forward to doing it more. I won't be at the game on Sunday, but the following Sunday, I'll be right back in AT&T, man. So I had a great time. So it was a fun time, but it was a short week, y'all, and we have to move on to Carolina. And I think that, you know, a lot of fans, they're still kind of, you know, having that Monday Night Football hangover, right? You're still talking about us beating the Eagles and like, no. We had to put that game away, and we had to put that game away quick because Carolina was right around the corner. Now, I already see it in the chat. The conversation everyone's having on Twitter. And I want to say this, Cowboys Nation, every week, we ain't got to fight about stuff. But the conversation right now is it a trap game? It's not a trap game, trap. Listen, it doesn't matter. Now, I'll say it like this. From the fan perspective, we may view it as a trap game. And for a few reasons that I notated earlier, right? We just came off the big win, right? It's a short week for us. They're coming off an extended week because they played last Thursday, all right? You know, even though they're 3-0, the conversation that a lot of the Panthers fan base has been hearing, they haven't played nobody. They have injuries. You know, they lost J.C. Horn, which is one of our favorite guys, and they also lost Christian McCaffrey. Rest in peace to my fantasy football season for an extended time as well. So the fans, us, we think it's a trap game. It's a trap game because normally these games are the ones where we kind of just slide normally. We can go back and thinking about the Jets, right? The Browns last year, the Falcons last year. It is what it is. But I want to say this, fam, loud and clear. This Dallas Cowboys team will be ready to play tomorrow. I just don't see that same caliber of approach with this Mike McCarthy team that we saw in the Jason Garrett era. So salute to my guy Nix. He's like, we got PTSD from Jason Garrett. I don't think that's going to be the case. I think the Cowboys are going to be locked and loaded. And the real reason, y'all, we're going to see that is Dak Prescott. And I've been saying this since I saw him out in Tampa. Hey, salute to the super chat. When I saw Dak out in Tampa, right? His focus, his demeanor, the way he carries himself, it's a lot different. It's a lot different. And Dak is fully locked in. He is a man on a mission, and he is going to have everybody riding alongside with him. And I saw Dak mention a book that he's reading. It's called Relentless by Tim Grover. And I actually read the book this year as well. I'm into books and stuff. As much as I tweet, I like a lot of books. But Tim Grover, he was the trainer for Michael Jordan, but also with Kobe Bryant. So he talks about like this relentless mindset that you got to have and what those types of players had. And I'm seeing that with Dak Prescott, where he is just locked in, focused on winning, winning, winning. And when you get that mindset, you don't let your team slouch out. Like we're in championship mode. You either come with me or you get left behind. And I think that Dak Prescott has that mindset. And also, a lot of these players that we're seeing out there on Sundays, they're young. Micah Parsons is young. Osa is young, right? Trayvon Diggs is young. Bohanna is young. Jabril Cox is young. Like, we have a lot of new players in-house. They haven't played enough football to be resting on their laurels and feeling comfortable right now when it comes to playing against Carolina. So I don't think this is going to be a trap game. Get over that conversation. I don't think it is now. If we come back and stink up the joint tomorrow, we might come back and do another show. And I'm like, damn. All right, it's the same old, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I feel like this Dallas Cowboys team is going to be ready to play. A salute to my guy, the Lunatic, with the super chat. That Putty Tats will blitz Dak, and they have to change tactics when Dak cars them up. Dallas 34-21 with Carolina. Big Dak energy, DC 4L. Yeah, salute to my guys. So we're going to talk about that. So let's go ahead and get into it. So if you haven't watched the video I dropped yesterday, definitely go check that out, where I did a film study on the Carolina Panthers. Now, I will say this, and as I said in that video, we're never going to be afraid of our opponents. We're never going to fear anybody or be scared. That's not what we do on this channel. Maybe there's other channels that do that. We don't do that here at CFO Gang, right? But we will respect our opponents. And when you look at what Carolina has, they have a lot of youth on the defensive side of the ball. So think of it kind of like us, y'all. It's like a mirror match, right? They got a lot of youth, a lot of athleticism on the defensive side of the ball, right? And even though that JC Horn is out, they still have, very high talented caliber players. Now, they're not the big high name players that we're accustomed to, like Tampa may have had, But when you go back and you watch the film on the Carolina Panthers, they have talent out there and they are running at a high pace and they're hustling and they're hauling and they're playing like a pack of wild dogs. Now, the scheme that they run is the 3-4 scheme. I think their defensive coordinator is like Phil Snow. I think that's right. Phil Snow's the defensive coordinator. So he came from college. I think he came from Baylor as well with Rule. But they run a 3-4 scheme. Now, the real question and a concern that we're going to have, to be honest with you guys, is with their interior. I feel like with Derek Brown, he was a number 7 pick last year out of Auburn, defensive tackle. They have a lot of firepower in the interior. And I'm going to say this, y'all. When I go back and watch the film of the Philly game and also of the Chargers game as well, I am starting to get a little concerned about Tyler Biadasz. Because you go back and watch that Philly game, man, there was a lot of plays, even the strip fumbled that Dak had in the end zone. Like, Tyler Biadasz was getting tossed around. And so if he is going to be a weak spot, I feel like that's going to be their point of attack as far as the Panthers are concerned. They like to blitz a lot. They blitz, I think, Matt O. Salute to my guy, Matt O. And let me double check if I can release this news, man. He hasn't said it yet, but my guy Matt O, so I'm just going to say it because he's already confirmed it. But my guy Matt O, our guy Matt O, Professor O, he is now going to be joining the Cowboys wire and be writing with Katie Drummond and some of those guys. So salute to Matt O, man. Very talented, and the sky's the limit for him because he's very knowledgeable. But I think that when we spoke, he said that the Panthers blitz almost 38% of the time, which is like third amongst the NFL. And I think that my guy, the Lunatic, already said that. Right? If they are going to blitz the Dallas Cowboys, let's eat. Let's eat. I dare them to blitz us as heavily as they did Jameis Winston, as they did Zach Wilson, and as they did Mills versus Houston, because Dak Prescott is not going for all that, right? And so if you're going to blitz, you have to trust that your corners and also your safeties can pick up things in coverage. And with them not having J.C. Horn out there, I think their corners are going to be A.J. Bouye, and they're also going to have Dante Jackson. Now, I'm not sure about if C.J. Henderson is going to play or not. From what I've heard, I don't think he is going to play on Sunday, but he might, I don't know, he might surprise us. But as of right now, they have Jackson, they have A.J. Bouye, they also have Jeremy Chin at safety. They have Shaq Barrett, who's a converted safety, playing linebacker. So that's kind of their nickel scheme. But if you're going to blitz, all our offensive line has to do is maintain and keep the pressure off of Dak. And if you buy time for Dak Prescott versus that blitzing front, Dak is going to have a big day because we know the weapons that we have. And, you know, I've seen the conversation, already seen it already in the chat, right? They haven't faced the offense like us. Now, granted, they had the number one defense and they're number two in scoring, and they're only holding teams to 45 rushing. Okay, but just like, you know, we've been tested when we played Tampa to see if we were real, we will be their Tampa Bay matchup to see if they're for real. So this defense is going to have a lot of problems that we can take advantage of. But if Terrence Still's having an off day, if Connor Williams is having an off day, if Tyler Biadasz is having an off day, it could change the course of things because they get after it. And not only do they get after it, they get to the ball quick because, like I said, they have a lot of youth, a lot of athleticism, and they fly. That's the one thing when I watched them, I went back and watched versus the Saints. And I want to say this. I know the Saints were having, you know, COVID issues with their coaching staff. It is what it is. But the Saints were coming off a great win versus Green Bay in week 1 and ran into Carolina and got dog walked. And Jameis, my guy Jameis, you guys know I'm not even watching the game right now. So if my guys I'm not even watching. I can't watch Florida State on Saturday. It stresses me out. But Jameis was a deer in headlights, and they were getting to the ball. And they're actually, as it stands, they're number one in getting sacks and also pressure. Now, what I think we're going to see on Sunday tomorrow, we're going to see a lot of continuous of the 12 formation because Dalton Schultz has been playing at a high level, but also Blake Jarwin, right? I posted the meme on Twitter where it's like the fusion dance, the Dragon Ball Z fusion dance. You have Blake Jarwin and Dalton Schultz, and they are playing lights out. So what they're able to do is they are able to help with that protection, also chipping with Terrence Steele, but also they're kind of been using Schultz kind of like a up back as well in some running formations. And so to be able to utilize both those tight ends is going to help a lot, especially in that blitz picking up protection, but also in the seams, because if you're sending linebackers and you're coming forward, we saw what Dalton Schultz was able to do versus Philly. He can do that same exact thing versus the Panthers. Salute to my guy Nick's in the house. Brian says, any update on Michael Gallup? I think Michael Gallup is still out for a few more weeks. Kelvin Joseph still out for a few more weeks. I'm trying to think. Keanu Neal and Bradley Anae was just announced they're going to be out still in COVID. So wish them the best of luck because clearly they got it for real. They're still out this long. So Bradley Anae and Keanu Neal will be out due to COVID as well. Michael Gallup's continue to be out. Randy Gregory will be out there because I know he kind of has some knee issues. I know I saw a lot of people panicking about Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard will be out there. He just had a baby girl, so congratulations to Tony Pollard. So yeah, I think that would be fine as far as personnel-wise. Because let's go to the opposite side of the ball, right? You know, when they're on offense, we have matchups that we can take advantage of as well. Now, we know Sam Darnold, he's not the greatest quarterback. He's not great. He's not Tom Brady. He's not Justin Herbert. I mean, he's better than Jalen Hurts, right? But he's not, you know what I'm saying? We've seen the upper echelon already out the gate, and so he's nothing to really be concerned about. But what we can't do when it comes to Sam Darnold, we cannot let him sit back and just manage the game. And we all know his favorite target was one of my favorite draft picks. And I've been going through draft blues for quite some time as a Cowboys fan. But DJ Moore, right? DJ Moore was one of the targets that I wanted coming out of Maryland, I think in 2017 draft. But he went to Carolina, and he is off to a great start. And Sam Darnold, when you watch the film on Sam Darnold on offense, it's one read. He's making one read, and he's going directly to DJ Moore. So you're going to see a lot of Diggs and DJ Moore. Diggs has been off to a great start. DJ has been off to a great start. I'm looking forward to see that matchup defensively for us, because I think that's the battle that you will see. But besides that, they have Robbie Anderson. They have Terrace Marshall out of LSU as a rookie. I like our corners versus their wide receivers. Now, Anthony Brown, he's played decent, so he's keeping his head above water, right? And so I feel like Anthony Brown will still be suitable as well versus their wide receivers. But where we can really attack is just like they want to come after us, we can come after you too. And I think that Dan Quinn is going to come after Sam Darnold, because you watch the film on him, he hasn't really got to be uncomfortable yet. And we know with that savage that we drafted in Micah Parsons, he's going to make sure that Sam Darnold, Osa's going to make sure that Sam Darnold, Randy Gregory's going to make sure that Sam Darnold is uncomfortable. And I feel like if you can make Sam Darnold uncomfortable, where he can't just sit down there, stay flat foot in the pocket, stay protected, and take his first read in DJ Moore, he is going to have to play a different type of ball game that he hasn't seen. And I saw someone just posted, no, McCaffrey helps a lot as well. It does, because even though, like I said, rest in peace pretty much to my fantasy team, they do got Chuba Hubbard out of Oklahoma State, the rookie. He's no Christian McCaffrey. And I feel like when Christian McCaffrey went out versus Houston, they had to open up their playbook a lot more. So Sam Darnold can't just, take the underneath routes to and the wheel routes to Christian McCaffrey, right? Because I don't think Hubbard's that type of running back where he's that dynamic. I think he's just more of a, north and south type runner. But we'll see. I mean, he's a rookie. But Christian McCaffrey definitely limits what they can do offensively, because that was my biggest concern was, how do our linebackers, especially if Parsons is going to continue to play defensive end, then you're going to get, Jalen LVE matched up with Christian McCaffrey, and we kind of know how that can go sometimes. But with having him out, I feel like Dan Quinn is going to send a lot of pressure. And with Osa, also Wade Urban's playing, also Bahana, we've been getting a lot of pressure in the interior. And I want to say this, y'all, loud and clear. I know Neville Gallimore is coming back soon, but I don't know how you take Osa off that field. Osa is different. Osa is different. And my guy Nick calls him baby Aaron Donald. I'm not going to put that tag on him yet, but Osa is different, y'all. And he is helping this defensive front just as much as Micah Parsons. I think Micah Parsons stands out because of where he was drafted. He's more flashier. But Osa, I saw a play versus the Eagles where Osa busted through the interior, Jalen Hurts ran outside the pocket, and Osa was chasing Jalen Hurts down with pursuit angle. That's our defensive tackle, man. That is our defensive tackle. And so I like the effort that I see from Osa. Now, Chauncey Golston, one of the other ends, rookie ends, he was decent. I'm not going to jump off with rave reviews right now. But as of right now, I feel like Osa and Micah Parsons, you add Randy Gregory back in the mix of things, can create a lot of pressure for Sam Darnold in this offense, because their left tackle, anyone guess who their left tackle is? We all know. We all know who their left tackle is. It's Cam Irving. And so we can clearly take advantage of Cam Irving. And I feel like I'm taking Randy Gregory versus Cam Irving. I'm taking that matchup 100 times out of 100 times. Salute to my guy, Philly Talk Podcast in the building. What's going on, bro? Hey, it is what it is. I tried to warn y'all, but it is what it is. We just handle our business and we're moving on. JC, like a broken watch, he'll eventually be right, but not this week. So I want to get into the keys to victory that I got for you guys real quick that I think is going to help us win this game. And let me know where some of your keys, like I said, collaborative effort. It's not just about me, it's about us. But one thing I already mentioned was protecting versus the blitz, right? If we can protect versus the blitz, buy Dak Prescott time, I feel like it could be a long day for the Panthers because I just don't trust their secondary with our wide receivers. I'll take that matchup, and also I think it'll be a big day for our linebackers. So we have to be able to buy Dak time versus their blitz. And I think what's going to happen, they're going to come out and be aggressive. There my guy is. So Matt O in the building, man. So like I said, once again, I already kind of gave the news, man, because I was looking at my phone. But our guy Matt O, Professor O, man, salute to you. He's going to be joining the Cowboys Wire. He's going to be writing, doing his thing, breaking down analytics, man. So, once those articles start flushing out, man, y'all going to see a bunch of those links and articles, man. So once again, Matt, congrats to you, man. Well deserved, my guy. Couldn't happen to a better person. The second thing, it's my brother Donnie in the house, man. Salute to everybody who got to meet my brother Donnie out there at the game, man. He was having a good old time, man. Yeah, we dominated the line, in my opinion. Yeah, we definitely did dominate versus the Eagles, man. Take advantage of their secondary. So that's my second notification, man. Taking advantage of their secondary. I feel like our wide receivers could have a big game versus the Panthers because I like any matchup. I like my tight ends versus their linebackers. I like my wide receivers versus the corners. I like those matchups. Like I said, we just gotta buy Dak time and let him do what he does best. It'll be a big game. Now, the third bullet point, red zone efficiency. Now, there was a stat, man, and I saw that my guy Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk, salute to you, bro, kind of posted this saying that the Panthers are 30th in red zone defense. Now, I want to say this. Salute to my guy Roberto with the super chat. What's up, my guy? Keep feeding Zeke and Pollard. Yeah, we're going to get to that because that's definitely the conversation. Red zone efficiency. Now, I know that they're kind of ranked 30th in the red zone defensively. So you might look at those numbers and be like, aha, boom, that's where it is. But they've only allowed 3 red zone opportunities in the 3 games that they played. So you got to get there first. Like I said, if we come out and we're sitting here tomorrow at 3:30 and we couldn't even get into the red zone versus them, it's hats off. But I don't think that's going to be the case. But when we get down to the red zone, we got to get into the end zone. Get into the end zone, because I feel like if we can get off to a good start like we did versus Philly and make them play from behind, make them trail us, they don't have the offensive weapons to do that. So if we get up 14-0, 10-0 early and really force them to kind of be one-dimensional, I feel like that plays right into our hands. But I like what I've seen thus far from Kellen Moore and also for Dak Prescott in the red zone, but we got to keep that up. I already said this, pressure on Darnold, take away his first read. His first read will be DJ Moore. We have to limit that. You can't just step back, drop back, hit the DJ. We can't allow that, right? Take away his first read, which I think that Diggs is going to do a great job with that because they also haven't seen any corners of Trayvon Diggs' caliber thus far as well. So I think that if you're able to kind of have that matchup, and it might go back and forth, it might be a back and forth because DJ Moore is no slouch. I'm completely transparent, completely honest with y'all. He's no slouch, but I feel like Trayvon Diggs will be able to have a great matchup versus him and suit him well. So we got to take away DJ Moore in that first read. And then my last bullet point, no slow starts, points applied, pressure. And the reason why, and this kind of goes back into the trap game situation, right? Because I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the stadium, the way y'all saw it on Monday night, it ain't gonna be like that on Sunday. Trust me. Look at the ticket prices. There's Cowboys fans basically giving these tickets away. It's not gonna be jumping and electric like it was Monday night. So, but we can allow to get off to a slow start and let this team hang around, build confidence, because if you start doing that and they sense blood in the water, it might be a long day. I feel like with this team, we get in, we handle business early, and we move on to the next game, right? And I think that Dak Prescott and his offense is going to do that, but we can't get off to a slow start. We can't play lethargic and kind of have it, 3-3 going to halftime or 10-10 going to the halftime. We can't have that because they're going to build confidence as the game progresses. Get out early, put our foot in their throat, let them know that what you've seen those last 3 weeks is different. It's different what you've seen these last 3. We ain't that. We something different, right? Get out, get early, make them play from behind, and get out with a victory. And I feel like if the Cowboys do that, I'll do my score prediction. I know everyone saw my score prediction versus Philly. It's like Tucky, like the Oracle. So I'll give my score prediction at the end of the show, man. But I feel like if we were able to do that, get out early, right, the game's going to definitely work in our favor. Now, here's the fun part. As inconsistent as our kicker is, they ain't got no kickers either. They actually have a rotation of kickers, man. So, those type of things come into play because, damn it, Zerline, man, shanking kicks, shaking extra points. I mean, I guess it's something that we're just going to have to deal with because they're not going to move on from them. But, bruh, like Zerline, there should be no reason we have to hold our breath for an extra point. Like, that's just ridiculous. But they do the same thing in Carolina. They have a rotation. So, special teams on all three phases, offensively, defensively, but also special teams. Like I said, I think that we outmatched them. We just got to come in on Sunday and handle business and do what we got to do, man, and get on to the next victory. But I think that the Cowboys will continue this win streak and continue to play well. And the good thing about that, y'all, is as we start to progress, start to build and go throughout the season, if we're able to get on a hot streak, which I think that we can not only create separation in the division amongst, the NFC East. I don't want to call it the least, the NFC East, right? We can create separation, but also the fun fact is we start getting players back. You know what I'm saying? So that's going to be the fun part, unless there's, let's knock on wood, no more extended injuries. But think about that. If we're getting to the bye week and all of a sudden you give us DeMarcus Lawrence back, you give us Neville Gallimore. We now have Bossman Fat back. You now have Tristan Hill back. You now have Lyle Collins back off suspension. So as we start to progress and get people back, I feel like it's only going to be up and up for this Cowboys team, which I'm definitely excited about. Now, I saw this question from my guy Roberto about, Zeke and Pollard, right? I don't want to say that this game plan is going to mirror what we saw week 1 versus Tampa, but I think that we are probably going to lean more towards the passing game versus the run. Now, we're not going to abandon it. We're not going to go full Philadelphia Eagles, right, and just abandon the run. Hopefully not. But I feel like this is where you're going to kind of see the passes start to creep up a little bit. It's like I said, if they're constantly sending pressure, we have weak spots that we need to take advantage of. And so it comes back to balanced game planning. I know there's this whole war between air the ball out and run the ball. I'm right here in the middle. Just be balanced, and do what you got to do. Take what the defense gives us. And I feel like if they start sending pressure early and we start hitting them over the head, they'll back those safeties up. They'll back those linebackers up. And then that's when you'll see Tony Pollard. That's when you'll see Zeke really take advantage of it. So I think it's going to be more of a balanced approach. But on the outside edges, I think someone already mentioned that earlier. Screen passes, draws, jet sweeps, like get on the outsides and get outside of those blitzes. Now, they're good sideline to sideline. I'm not going to kid y'all, right? But take those edges, take those one-on-one matchups, whether it's screen, whether it's quick passes out in the flats with Tony Pollard or Ezekiel Elliott. I'll take those favorable matchups as well. So I think that Kellen Moore is going to have a good game plan prepared to beat Carolina. And also, I think Dak Prescott's going to be ready for them as well. I think the main thing is just handling the blitz and protecting Dak, because they're going to come. I think they're going to come early. So no mistakes, no costly turnovers. They'll continue to build off the turnover margin, because if you go back to the video we did this summer, what's the secret formula to get in the playoffs? The turnover margin, right? Win the games, create turnovers, and not get the ball back, and we're going to be right in the thick of things. So I'm going to dive into the chat. I'm also going to turn the phone lines on, man, so if y'all want to give me a holler at your boy, and we'll definitely chop it up real quick. My guy, the Lunatic, says, look at the ref crew working the game. There will be a lot of flags on the field on Sunday. I haven't even seen the ref. Oh, don't scare me with that, man, because those refs, man, can be horrible sometimes. My guy, Jack Quest said, I expect Osa to eat again this week. Yeah. Osa is playing at an all-time high level, man. Like, I like what I see through Osa. To be honest with y'all, I looked to actually buy a Osa jersey, because I know everyone's getting the Diggs jerseys, they're getting the Parsons jerseys, the cute ones, right? But I wanted a Osa jersey, right? I was gonna get me an Osa jersey, you know what I'm saying, and turn that on. I might still do it, man, but Osa's gonna have to promise me he's not gonna change his number, because if I buy this Osa jersey and he messes around and turns his number into like 51 or some crap like that after I bought this 97, I'm gonna be hot, man. So, but Osa is playing at a high level, man, and he adds a lot to this team. And honestly, like, Osa is so talented, y'all. He can not only play defensive tackle, but he can play defensive end as well with his motor. And you have someone that can play across the board when it comes to the defensive line, man. It's crazy what Osa can really bring. And like I said, I know Neville Gallimore's coming back, and I know that we were high off of what we saw last year, but I'm not taking Osa off that field. I'm not taking Osa off that field, bro. I just can't do it. Not the way he's playing. Neville's just going to have to get it in where he fits in, to be honest with you, man. So there's the call in. You guys want to call into the show, holler at your boy, man, and we'll definitely chop it up, man. Yeah, Quest, his length and his strength, like the wrestling bear, I think that's what they call him. So, you know, he has that wrestling background, you know, and his effort, man. He has a motor. Like I said, when I saw him chasing Jalen Hurts down, that's different for a defensive tackle, man. But also Bohanna, man. Bohanna is playing great at a high level as well, man. So I definitely like what I see from Bohanna. And I'm excited about this youth of this defense. And salute to my guy, Boss Cowboy. He just took a picture with Boss Man Fat out there at the Star in Frisco. I'm excited to see when Kelvin Joseph comes back. Is that the final piece? Like I said, Anthony Brown hasn't played bad. He hasn't played bad, but if you get what you've gotten out of Osa and also out of Parsons and Bohanna, if you get that out of Kelvin Joseph, we're gonna have some fun, man. We got a call on the line. Let me 1 second here. Hop on. Yo, caller, what's up? State your name and where you from.
Yo, Tuck, what up, man? It's Ryan from AZ.
Hey, what's going on, Ryan? What's up, my guy?
What up, man?
You recovered from Monday, man? You recovered from Monday?
Yeah, barely, bro.
Barely, man. Barely, man. Hey, so how you feeling about tomorrow's game, man?
Man, I'm feeling good. I think if, like a lot of people are saying, if Dak can keep an eye on this blitz, get the ball out quick, I think this passing game's going to get rolling.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think that's what's going to really come down to is protecting Dak versus this blitz. But I forgot who made the comparison, but they're trying to compare Dak to Peyton Manning and Drew Brees. And I know a lot of people on Twitter, they go up in arms and stuff about that. But I think from the cerebral aspect, you're seeing that from Dak Prescott. Because I said this last year, when he got hurt, you can't play, you can't run, you can't lift weights. So all you can do is really sit back and digest the game. And I feel like you're seeing that with Dak Prescott. Like, he just digests the game at a much better and faster rate. And that was kind of like the missing piece with Dak. And now that he's a made man and he's able to come in there with Kellen Moore's game plan and make adjustments on the fly based off of what he's seeing, this is when the fun starts when it comes to Dak Prescott, man. So I feel like he'll be okay versus the blitz. It's just that we can't get beat up front. Because like I said, bro, Tyler B, I'm giving Tyler B one more game before, I'm going to start raising the red flag. I'm giving him opportunity, but Tyler B is a serious concern for me. And now it all makes sense why they try to have Connor McGovern playing at the center position, where they tried Connor Williams, where they're trying so many different things, because maybe the Cowboys aren't too sold on Tyler Biadasz at the center position either, man. So it's going to be interesting, but I feel like the Cowboys were fare well in this matchup, man. You got any predictions?
I don't know if I can keep up with yours from last week. You nailed it.
If only I would have betted on that score, man. If only I would have betted on that score, man, it might be a different conversation.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I'm gonna go like mid 30s for the boys, mid to low 30s for the boys. I'll say 31-20.
31-20? Yeah, I'm right around that threshold. I'm thinking like 31-21, something like that. I feel like it'll be a double-digit win from the Cowboys. But, it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a good game. A lot of people are kind of sleeping on Carolina. You can't fully sleep because they got weapons out there. But I feel like at the end of the day, the Cowboys should handle business and get the victory, man. But anything else you want to say, man? Like I said, my guy, I appreciate you running into you this past weekend, man, and had a good time out there in Dallas.
Yeah, man. Yeah, likewise. No. Keep it up. I'll jump off and keep watching.
All right, man. Thanks, my guy. Appreciate you. Take care.
Yep. Later.
All right. Boom. Yeah, so Matt O got 28-10 due to Woodson. Yeah, needing to be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, I mean, Darren Woodson should be an instant Hall of Famer, man. I'm not sure what's the delay, but he's definitely going to be in soon. I feel it because you're starting to see a lot of the noise come around. You're seeing Jerry talk about it. You know, Jerry has some pull. You know, you saw like some other media people talking about it. So I see that, you know, I think Darren Woodson's going to finally get into the Hall of Fame. My guy says, I don't see Carolina scoring 20 on us. I don't know. If I want to be nice, I'll give them 21. If I want to be just like, all right, nah, I don't see it, I would say they're probably going to be around 17. If I had to really gauge it, I would probably have this game at 31-17, to be honest with y'all. I feel like they're going to get 2, right? Get a field goal. But I think for the most part, they'll be around 31-17. I'm good with that. That's going to be my prediction. I have the Cowboys winning 31-17 versus Carolina. Like I said, it's going to be it's not going to look like a blowout, but I think as the game progresses, we start getting the late of the fourth quarter, we'll start to wear them down. They'll wear thin, and eventually the game will break. But I think 31-17 would be my prediction. Now, if I get that right, y'all, man, I'm gonna have to go play the lottery, man. But I feel like 31-17. I don't think it's gonna be a 40 burger. It don't smell like 40 burgers like it did versus Philly. But I think it's gonna be 31-17. Ronald says if they go one dimensional, I can see 17. Yeah, I can see that. And I think it's gonna be up to us to get out the gates early and make them play from behind. The guy Rome has perfect score, 31-17. Yeah, I feel that. My bro Donnie says defense will ball. Zeke will have a big game again. But this week our wide receivers will score this week. We will win pretty. Win pretty. Yeah, I feel like this way. Yeah. Carolina fans can call in, man. Call in, man. As long as y'all don't act crazy, I'll have to block you or something like that. But call in, man. It's good to get other fans' perspective. And I say this, I'm never going to, I don't want to say never, but more than likely, I probably won't change the name of this channel because it's Cowboys fans only because I created this for us. But we appreciate all fan bases around the NFL, man, to be honest with you, besides Philly. But yeah, go ahead and call in, man. Let's see here. Mari and CD. Yeah, I think Mari is fully healthy. Haven't been hearing any issues about the ribs or anything this week. So I think he's been a full go at practice. CD, I think, like I said, I like our wide receivers. I like the matchups, but versus their corners and their secondary. Now they do, like I said, they got some players out there. AJ Bouye, he's no bum, right? But he ain't ready for CD. Now, it'd have been a lot different if they had JC Horn out there. Like, okay, there's going to be a little bit tougher matchup. But with JC Horn going down, man, I feel like our wide receivers have the clear advantage. Donnie got 38-17. Kiaris has 34-17. Let's see here. We got fake Cowboys fans in the chat, man. Here's the thing, y'all. We as Cowboys fans have to stop questioning other Cowboys fans' allegiance to this team, right? And we do it all the time on Twitter. It's like, oh, you're not a real fan. You're not a real fan. Like, there are different caliber fans that do different things and see things from a different perspective. That's why I created this channel, because y'all might see something that I'm not seeing or vice versa. And so you can't say someone's a fake fan just because the way they behave or the way they view different things. Like, not everybody is a diehard fan like us. Like, honestly, bro, like when I was at the game versus Philly, right? I was sitting down, had a bunch of Cowboys fans around me, and you know, me kind of being media tuck, right? Because I can't turn it off. I can't turn it off. I'm like, oh, boom, they got a single high safety. We should go to Dalton Schultz on the screen, and we ran a screen to Dalton Schultz. And the guys next to me are like, bro, what do you like? What do you do? How are you seeing that? Because I was standing up analyzing the game. Like, oh, they had double high, feed to Zeke, boom, Zeke for Tony. Like, that's how my mind is working. It's like a arithmetic when I'm watching the game. And me and Nick's promised ourselves we wasn't gonna do that, but I couldn't help it, bro. I was already doing it. So it was just, my mind was moving like that. But there were so many Cowboys fans, they didn't understand because they're not diehard like us. Some Cowboys fans, they watch the game on Sunday, they buy a jersey, they watch the game on Sunday. That's it. Right? But I don't want to say they're not a fan. They're not a real fan. They just probably got stuff to do, bro. Like, I used to have stuff to do all the time too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm never gonna knock people for their caliber of fan. Now, do we have some dumb fans? Yeah. You getting Donovan Wilson back on the field when he's ready, or did Curse take his job? Good question, Ryan. Me personally, just like I said with Osa, J-Ron Curse ain't coming off that field. J-Ron Curse is not coming off that field. And I know they kind of have this mythical rule in football. You can never lose your job due injury. Okay. Yeah, tell Tony Romo that. Right? I know they're like, oh, you can never lose your job due to injury. Bruh, yes, you can. You can lose your job easily due to injury, man. So I feel like right now, the way that J-Ron Curse is playing, he's playing at a high level. You can't take J-Ron Curse off the field. And so, like I said, it comes back to, you know, it's something that we never had, Cowboys fam, of having depth, right? Having different players that can do so many different things and being able to maneuver players in different ways. Because if this was the past season, DeMarcus Lawrence going down, that would have wrecked our entire defense. I'm not lying. Y'all know it's true. But the way that DeMarcus Lawrence went down, Neville Gallimore went down, because I know when Neville Gallimore originally went down, we were just like, here we go again. But we actually have players we can say, nah, we're good. Next man up. And not just say next man up, but the next man up is actually qualified and good enough to be next man up, man. So nah, J-Ron Curse, he ain't coming off that field, man. Yeah, Jack Wesley said you got casual fans and there's football junkie fans. Yeah, a lot of us, we're junkies, man. We watch film. We do all this crazy stuff, man. So, you know, it's different for us, but not for everybody. We got a caller, man. Hey, caller, state your name. Where you from?
Jay, what's up, man? It's Mike Tag. How's it going, bro?
Hey, what's going on? We got the man. You can't just say it like that, man. You got to bring the hype, Mike. you got to bring the hype, man.
I got no voice.
Yeah. Well, man, what's going on, my guy?
Nothing. I'm just enjoying the show. I'm feeling your pain. We played Thursday with the Hurricanes, so I'm done with college football.
Oh yeah, man. I'm scared to. I was watching the game for a little bit before the show. I dozed off and saw that Florida State was up at halftime. So that's all I need to see, man. In my mind, we won the game. I don't need to see anything else, man. So yeah, man. So how are you feeling about tomorrow's game?
No, I mean, I'm feeling good. I was thinking about what you were saying about the crowd because, you know, I was there Monday night, and that was about as electric. That was old school college crowd, big rivalry crowd, and I'm hoping that's going to be the same. I know you said it's probably not going to be, but I'm hoping the crowd gets into it like they did against Philly because that place was electric.
Yeah, and it was different. Like, if you were a player, you had no choice but to get charged up on Monday night. Right, but I just don't think, from what I'm kind of hearing, people like, "Oh, are you going to the game?" Like, no, I'm not going. You going to? No, I'm not going. So it's like, all right, how many people are really going? It's a noon game. You know, there's really no animosity between the teams. Now, and we talked about this on Twitter. I want to beat Carolina because they kind of gave me some hurt feelings from the past few times that we played them. So I personally want to beat Carolina, but I think what's really hurting is the firepower and the star power of this game. Right, you know what I'm saying? I think that with not having McCaffrey out there, and there's really it's just a football game, and typically sometimes those games are scary. But I think this team is going to be ready.
No, I do too, and I think, you know, like I said before, you know, my thing with Dak, I don't think they're not going to not be ready. I mean, he's got them focused. I think the running game is going to be key, but it's really the passing game, like you said, with Horn out. I mean, our receivers they should have a field day back there.
Yeah, I agree. I think that when I saw, granted, you never want to see a player go down with injury, but when I saw Horn going down, I was like, okay, that opens up a lot, because I feel like our wide receivers, not just, CD and us, also Coop, but also Cedric Wilson. And I told people this even in the offseason. Cedric Wilson is no slouch. If you go back before Dak's injury, Cedric and Dak were on the same frequency before Dak went down, man. So, it's going to be interesting to see how another situation works out when you get Michael Gallup back the way that Cedric Wilson has been playing. So, but I feel like we should fare well if we're able to protect Dak, man. Any predictions for this game?
No, well, I think it's gonna be close in the beginning. I think we're gonna pull out. I think it's gonna be, double-digit win. And I'll just leave and just say, no one felt bad for us last year with all them injuries. They piled on. Right. Still got to hear how we're a 6-win team and this and that. So it is what it is. We got to play them, and I think we're going to dominate them. We're going to pull away and hopefully get on a roll, man.
Exactly. And I think what you're seeing this year is a testament to what we saw last year, because we pretty just got riddled with injuries. But for some reason, Mike McCarthy was still kind of keep things afloat, just barely. But it kind of stayed afloat for the most part, a lot better than I expected. So I feel like with these injuries that we're seeing thus far, they're still able to manage and get things done. Like I said, and it's hats off to not only Mike McCarthy, but also Dan Quinn, the rest of the staff, to be able to be strategic and think outside the box. Like, okay, what if we do move Micah Parsons defensive end? I don't know. He's never played it. Well, let's give it a try and actually have the courage to try it, because under the Jason Garrett era, that would have been a no-go. Yeah, man. No.
It really, even last year, it's paying dividends now, because look what Schultz is doing. Jarwin goes down, Schultz got that playing time. Even Steele, some of these other backups that had to step in. That last season, we took our lumps, but I think it paid some dividends, because it opened eyes and opportunities for some of these, young guys to get some more playing time and experience.
Exactly. And that was my frustration with Terrence Steele when I saw him in preseason. I'm like, I expect you to take a leap forward based off all the reps that you got last year. And so, but Terrence has been playing well. Now, let me ask you this question, Mike, because it was brought up on the radio station on 105 through the Fan the other day. With knowing what you have right now in Terrence, would you make a move and try to move on from La'el Collins, because he's been so unreliable, and maybe go get you that center, that veteran center, to kind of strip the O-line and roll out with Terrence? Or would you say, no, I'm going to keep Collins, and then maybe just move Terrence back to the bench once La'el comes back from suspension?
If they can get value, for him, I would, but I think you probably know better than me, but I think his contract is pretty favorable. For a right tackle. It is. So I hate to give up on that, and, for salary cap reasons, but the dude bribing if that's, I guess it's true, because Jerry didn't really, no one fought it with Dallas, so I was like, man, something's up when he got suspended. It didn't make any sense, and so I guess it's true, but he's just been he's been a knucklehead, and if that's going to continue, then maybe they need to move on, but I'd have to get value.
All right.
Get value.
Or ask, can he snap the ball?
we need a center.
Exactly.
That's my one concern. Just like what you were saying, the center position is. I went into the season feeling good about him, but I'm starting to get a little concerned. Let's just say. Exactly.
Well, hey, my guy, I appreciate you for calling in. If you guys don't know, definitely follow my guy Mike Tag on Twitter and everywhere, man. He's acting a fool right now, having fun, bringing the hype, man. I was able to meet him down in Dallas. We had a good old time, and also in Tampa, man. So definitely check out Mike, and he has one of the best man caves amongst Cowboys nations, man.
Now, I appreciate it, Jay. I'll see you back at AT&T soon, man.
All right, man. Take care.
All right, see you.
All right, got another caller. Hey, caller, state your name and where you're from.
You know who this is, Jay Chuck. It's the lunatic.
Hey, what's up, my guy? Now, that's how you bring the hype,
from
man.
The 956.
What's going on, my guy?
Cannot wait for Sunday. Yeah. Carolina. You got to remember. What did filthy fans say? No, we beat Atlanta. Carolina can say, no, we beat the Jets and the rookie quarterback.
Right.
We beat the Texans and the backup.
Right.
We beat the Aints. We beat the Aints when 6 coaches and I don't know how many players were out with COVID.
Right.
And messed up with a hurricane, having to reschedule their games.
Right.
And have we not forgotten who is our franchise quarterback? Carolina, yes, they're a formidable defense. Mm-hmm. They like to play games with you. You're not going to know where it's coming from. But what have we seen with Dak? Mm-hmm. Command of the offense.
Yeah.
Command of the offense, where he sees something, he audibles to a play, and he passes us and puts us in a winning play. Plus, we got Kellen Moore. What did Kellen Moore say? Take what the defense gives you aggressively.
Right.
And he to remind you, just this week, Mr. Where did he come from? Schultz, I'm the number one tight end. Who? Jarwin, who? What did he say? Hey, that's fine.
Right.
You want to take away 19? 88 elite. You want to take away 19 and 88? Pollard and tight ends elite. You want to take away too many weapons.
Right.
Too many weapons on offense. And on defense, who's their left tackle, Cowboys Nation? We know him.
Yeah.
Cam Irvin. We got 94, and we got Micah lining up everywhere. This is still Sam Darnold. Yes, Matt Rule has made it pretty simple for him. But this is still Sam Darnold.
Right.
You pressure any quarterback, he is going to make mistakes, just like Carolina did. 30 for 30, threw 2 ducks and handed them 2 easy interceptions while he was being sacked.
Right.
Instead of taking the sack, throwing it with something. Dak is not going to do that. We are at home. And I love how when we started 3-0 a couple of years back, everybody's, well, you haven't played anybody.
2019, yeah, exactly.
2019. Carolina's 3-0, and they're, it's their defense. Oh, they're doing all this. Hey, fine. You want to go through that? Great. Just wait till Monday.
Right.
Give us the respect that Dak has earned.
Right.
And I still remember, I was one of those people saying, I want to see Dak in the preseason. Let him have 1 drive, 2 drives.
Oh, yeah.
Tampa Bay, he came out on fire. He came out mid-season form against Tampa Bay. He beat the Charger.
And I tell you, like for me, and Mike was there as well, when the moment I saw Dak Prescott come out that tunnel, y'all, the look, the feel, everything was different. You know, normally Dak comes out, he's like dancing, he's in a groove. It was just strictly business. And I looked at Dak in Tampa when he walked up that tunnel in his eyes, and I said, y'all are going to be in for a long night. And all those Bucs fans, they didn't understand what I was talking about the moment, but they saw, like, Dak Prescott looked different, and just his whole aura, the way he's carrying himself, it just feels different. Like I said, it's Mamba mentality right now when it comes to Dak Prescott, and I like it. And I think you're starting to see that seen through this team, where a lot of players are starting to have that same mentality. And so it's go time, man.
Exactly. And yes, as you said earlier in your stream, when I heard people, this is, we had a big win, now it's time for the letdown.
Right.
We are traumatized by that decade under Clapper.
I know.
That's what
I
we
am
expected.
Too. I am too.
That's what we expected. But Dak, hey, got to go to work. We haven't done anything. We haven't won anything. Carolina's 3-0. We got to do it again. Parsons, and I'm sorry, this is Parsons' defense. D-Law, when you come back, this is Parsons' defense.
Yeah.
You got the contract, but Parsons is leading us. I'm hearing from everybody.
So let me ask you on that question. Let me pause you real quick. When D-Law comes back, what do you do personally, bro? Do you move Parsons back to linebacker, or do you keep him where he's at, where he's kind of playing this hybrid role of defensive end?
What are we doing on offense? We've always said, hey, attack Tampa Bay, passing. Chargers, Philly, running. Depending, we're versatile. Same thing on defense. We got Micah is a versatile weapon. Are we going to need a hammer sometimes? Yes. But we also going to need a scalpel sometimes, and that is Micah.
Right.
We've got D-Law at the end. Perfect. We've always wanted, everybody's scheming against D-Law. Who else are they going to have to scheme against?
Right.
Well, they can't scheme against somebody if they don't know where he's going to line up.
Right. I agree.
So keep that versatility. D-Law, you're the DN. Micah depends on who we're playing that week. That's where we're going to put you.
Right.
Hell, I expect Gregory, Micah going up against Cam Irving. Cam Irving's going to start seeing ghosts Sunday also.
And y'all know, my thoughts on Cam Irving, man, because he's, in Cowboys or Florida State. But I feel like if you're going to tackle a spot, but I feel like their offensive line across the board is limited, not only Cam. So I feel like there's opportunity to really go get after Sam Darnold. And I feel like Dan Quinn is going to do that, especially with Micah. Because Micah's a war machine. I know he wants to be the Terminator. I'm calling him War Machine, man, because he's just one of those guys you just put out there and tell him see ball, get ball, and that's what he does. Yeah, so, Micah Parsons going to be after
And that's why I think the players, if you've ever played, you rally to that guy. Hey, you motivate us, and then you go out there and prove it on the field. Right. I'm following you. You tell me. That's why our defense does that. Plus, we got Diggs over there.
Right.
Ooh, that's going to be a battle right there.
Right.
Diggs,
it's going to be fun.
More.
Yep.
It's going to be fun. But, again, we're at home. We got Dak. They got Sam Darnold. I'm sorry. Dallas 34, Carolina 21, and that last one's going to be in garbage time.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, my guy. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you for calling in. Like I said, tomorrow's game day. Definitely follow my guy, the Lunatic. Big supporter from day one, man. I appreciate everything you do for the community and the culture, man. And we'll get this victory tomorrow, and we'll come back on chat some more, man.
That's right, J-Tub. Look, last week, Dak had filthy fans saying, we should have kept Wentz. Monday, Kitty Cat fans are saying, we should have kept Teddy. Love it. Let's go, Cowboys Nation.
Let's go, Cowboys Nation.
Enjoy the ride. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, my guy.
Cowboy.
Let's go. Boom. All right. So, yeah, my guy, Lunatic calling in. So, I saw a Panthers fan, and he said, what happens when we beat y'all? And here's the thing. If the Panthers beat the Cowboys, then I come on here and say good game. I mean, it's really that simple. But I feel like if the Panthers are going to beat the Cowboys, they are going to have to really put blood in our mouth and vice versa. I don't think it's going to be one of those games where we just don't show up and then get with the victory that kind of people are thinking this trap game mindset. You won't see this trap game mindset. I think if you guys come out and y'all do beat us, it's going to be a battle and the Bear team will win. I mean, it's that simple. Let's see here. Caller, state your name. Where are you from? Hey, what's going on, my guy? You're a Panthers fan? All right, yes, we got some Panthers fan in the building. All right, so tell me how you feeling about the game. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
His team, the teams that he played against are combined 0-9, I think. Like, there's no competition whatsoever there.
Okay.
I get we played the Jets, whatever, but we did play the Saints too, brother. Like, they just beat Aaron Rodgers. They smacked Aaron Rodgers first game. And then just because supposedly they had no coaches, this and this and that, like, there's no excuse, bro. Like, the coaches ain't out there playing, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they had a game plan and they didn't execute. Like, we were the better team. We showed up, and you know what I'm saying? Like, they're really sleeping on us, brother.
Yeah.
Let me
yeah, and I know some Cowboys fans are sleeping on you guys, but I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm one of the Cowboys fans with the megaphone telling everybody to wake up because I see what you guys have. And like I said, when I went back and crunched the tape and the film on you guys have been slowly emerging throughout the years. You just haven't really put it together. So like you mentioned last year, having these different type of games where you kind of been within, close, but you're losing them because you're a young team. And I feel like we were able to add J.C. Horn. And also you guys had Christian McCaffrey out last year as well. So that definitely impacted your overall play. So make no mistakes about it. I am definitely beating on the table for the Carolina Panthers. If it's up to me, and I have to say right now, I feel like you guys are going to play second within your division across the board. Now, granted, injuries can come into play, but I feel like right now, as things currently stand, you guys, I think the Bucs, of course, are going to take off, but, I feel like you guys are going to be one of those teams that are going to be battling for throughout the season. So I like your guys' fight. I like your attitude. I like your mentality. So yeah, we're definitely not sleeping on this channel. That's my last video I just dropped, man, was don't sleep on the Panthers, because I feel like you guys are going to have something to prove as well, because as you mentioned, a lot of the national media, you guys don't get that attention, right? They always, skip over Carolina. Even when you guys went to the Super Bowl, you guys wasn't talked about that much, right? But I feel like you guys are going to have a chip on your shoulder, and you're going to want to come out and play and prove your point. And what bigger stage to do it than on Sunday versus the Dallas Cowboys on at AT&T Stadium. So, yeah, man. I want to ask you, since you're a Panthers fan, man, so how are you feeling about your offense now with Christian McCaffrey currently being out?
I want to get to that, but okay. I want to tell you about that. Look, Mr. Right here. Like I said, I don't want to get back to last year, because last year, this year. But I know people, okay, just cover up DJ Moore. That's all we have. No, that's not all we have, brother. That's a guy that can give you last year. The past 3 seasons give you 1,000 yards, I think. And then Robbie Anderson, we haven't gave the ball that much to him, but you don't think about it. It's versus the Cowboys, America's team, bro. Robbie Anderson is gonna get the ball to you. That's a fact. Those two, they sleep they sleep on Carolina, and I respect it, because y'all are America's team. Y'all look at Carolina probably y'all look at the Jets, you know what I'm saying, not necessarily.
I wouldn't say the Jets, but yeah, but I see exactly what you're saying though.
The media.
The media.
They don't care about the Carolina Panthers, bro.
Right.
Last time they cared about the Carolina Panthers was 2015 with Cam Newton. We haven't, the team. I'm not gonna say the best team, but we haven't been Jets material, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're not no damn scrubs. Last year, I told you, every single game without Christian McCaffrey. Look back at the Kansas City Chiefs last game. We lost by 2 points that game. We without Christian McCaffrey too. I think he just came back the game. But the fact that we have a young defense that was literally trying to prove himself, that was most of the defense were the rookie year. Now they have experience. They went through training camp. They went through all that stuff. It's a new year, bro. And I feel the Panthers defense is coming out with fire, bro. People are really just people who talks about Hassan Reddick, who talks about Brian Burns. They're leading the NFL in sacks. Not not number one, but they're up there. I think each has four or five. Bro, they're not scrubs. But
I know all about Burns, man. Burns one of my Knowles, man.
And they sleeping on
Derek Brown,
on Dante Jackson, bro. I get you have a really powerful offense, bro, but don't sleep on our offense too. If we have a rookie, Terrace Marshall, I know he's a rookie, but
out of LSU,
he's nice, bro. And we got that tight end that Tommy Tremble, he scored a touchdown.
Yeah, so didn't you guys trade? Did you trade your tight end in the Henderson trade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of like that trade. It was I actually like it because at first I was man, Darnold to Arnold, you know what I'm saying? That was kind of, it's going to be a good connection all year, but I like the future, what they did there, because think about it, when J.C. Horn and C.J. come back, when, you know what I'm saying, when they're both on the field together, that's going to be a powerful secondary, bro, with A.J. Bouye too, and Dante Jackson, come on, bro.
So do you know if Henderson's playing tomorrow, or is he going to still be out? Have you heard anything?
Who?
CJ Henderson? Yeah.
I'm not sure, bro.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Hopefully he does.
Okay.
You never know.
Yeah.
But I feel and then I want to go back to one thing that one fan that last night he said something oh, he's Sam Darnold. Yeah, he's Sam Darnold. You don't look at Sam Darnold like you look at Dak Prescott, because he played for the Jets. The Jets is terrible, bro. People forget he's a top three pick quarterback. He's not he didn't come out no scrub. He's talent. And he got a fresh start. He got a chip on the shoulder. He wants to prove himself. Like you said about Dak Prescott, he coming out with the mama mentality, bro. Don't sleep on Sam, bro.
Yeah, well, Cowboys fans can't sleep on Sam, man, because Sam clipped us, man, coming back off of mono before.
He's literally averaging 300 yards a game,
right?
Passing yards, and and y'all's defense, I'm not saying y'all bad, but y'all have been allowing like 300. Like every quarterback has put up 300. Like
right.
I think except like Justin Herbert or something like that.
Right.
But like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like y'all are really sleeping on the Panthers, bro. Really
yeah, but here's the
not you,
yeah,
but like
yeah.
the media.
But here's the fun part, though, man. I would say the fans are sleeping on the Panthers, but the team isn't. So that's and we're not playing. So I feel like you're gonna get, a focused Dallas Cowboys team when it comes out there. But yeah, I would think that the national media and also a lot of the fans are sleeping on Carolina. Like I said, I like what you guys have. We played versus Sam Darnold when he was at the Jets and he beat us. We know what you guys have as far as your defensive front, and with Bear or Thompson and some of those guys out there. So it's gonna be a good game, man. But I think ultimately, man, we'll wear you guys down and then get the victory, man. But salute to you, man. Like I said, even those Cowboys fans only, thanks for calling in, my guy, and best of luck tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, good luck, brother.
All right, appreciate it.
For sure.
All right. So let's see here. He is going to play outside, and AJ is going to play in the slot. So I think, okay, so CJ Henderson is going to play. All right, cool. Let's see here. Cowboys played Tom Brady and Herbert, and the Panthers played the Three Stooges. But here's the thing, like I said, it is what it is. Any given Sunday, man, because we saw it last Sunday, man. There was a lot of upset victories last Sunday, man. So when it comes down to it, you really just have to line up, mano a mano, play football, and get the job done, which ultimately, y'all, I think the Dallas Cowboys will do. Because like I said, Dak Prescott is not taking nobody lightly. He's playing for a different mission, man. He's playing for something different, and he's out to prove himself. And I trust Dak, and I trust this team, and I think we're going to be well prepared tomorrow and ultimately get this win, man. So I got us 31-17 Cowboys over the Panthers. I think it's going to be a tough game, but like I said, the game progresses. We'll walk away with that win, man. So that's where I'm at with it. Like I said, if I get 31-17 tomorrow, I gotta go play the lottery, man. I gotta put some numbers on something, make something happen, get some type of financial compensation off of this, this forward thinking, man. But I appreciate everyone for tuning in. Like I said, for those who are new, follow me on Twitter at jtuck151. Also, comment, like, subscribe, share. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Do I believe that score? Yeah. If I didn't believe that score, I wouldn't have said it. Yeah, so subscribe and share, man. Thanks for all the support, man. Like I said, right there, CowboysFansOnly.com. Use the code CFOGang 10% to get your 10% off, man. Like I said, I think everyone's been purchasing the shirts, all the drip, man. It's hoodie season, so y'all know I'm about to work on some new hoodies, man, and get things ready for y'all, get things right for y'all. Like I said, all purchases, all donations, everything that comes to me goes right back into this channel, man, so we can continue to bring y'all this content, man. So I appreciate all the support. And yes, I believe that score 17, and I want everyone out there to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged, and go Noles. We got a I'm already up 1-0. I got a victory on Saturday, so let me get one on Sunday too, and I'll be sitting good this weekend. Go Noles, man. But I appreciate